The enigma of the Ryugyong Hotel, a monument to unfulfilled ambition. Dominating the skyline of Pyongyang, North Korea's capital, stands the Ryugyong Hotel. At 330 meters tall, this imposing structure casts a long shadow over the city, a city already replete with monuments and historical buildings, each vying for global attention. The Ryugyong, however, stand apart. Its sheer size and unique design make it a focal point, visible from considerable distances. It was conceived as a testament to North Korean ambition, a symbol of national power and prosperity, intended to claim the title of the world's tallest hotel. Yet, despite its grandeur and the decades that have passed since its initial construction, the Ryugyong remains a hollow shell, a silent witness to a story of unfulfilled potential. No guest has ever spent a night within its thousands of rooms. Why has this monumental project remained perpetually unfinished? What secrets lie hidden within its concrete walls? And will the Ryugyong ever fulfill its original purpose? Join us on a journey to explore the fascinating and perplexing story of this phantom hotel. North Korea operates under a tightly controlled system of information dissemination. Media outlets are subject to strict government oversight, and access to independent sources of news and data is severely limited. This makes it challenging to gain a clear and unbiased understanding of life within the country. Nevertheless, North Korea's leadership recognizes the importance of its image on the world stage. The government invests heavily in projects designed to showcase the nation's progress and modernity. Grand architectural projects, like the Ryugyong, are intended to project an image of strength, sophistication, and economic vitality. To truly appreciate the context of the Ryugyong story, it's essential to delve into the history of the Korean peninsula. Prior to 1945, the entire peninsula was under Japanese rule. With Japan's defeat in World War II, the peninsula was divided, with the north falling under Soviet influence and the south under American influence. This division solidified into two distinct nations, North Korea, embracing communist ideology and a totalitarian regime, and South Korea, developing into a democratic nation with strong ties to the West. The ideological chasm between the two Koreas led to escalating tensions, culminating in the devastating Korean War, 1950 to 1953. This conflict, lasting 3 years and claiming millions of lives, cemented the division of the peninsula, leaving the two Koreas in a state of armistice, their relationship marked by persistent hostility and mistrust. The decades following the Korean War saw the two Koreas follow divergent paths. South Korea experienced rapid economic growth and embraced globalization, while North Korea remained isolated, adhering to its communist ideology and maintaining a highly centralized, authoritarian system. In the 1980s, South Korea's growing economic and international prominence, including the construction of impressive skyscrapers and the hosting of the 1988 Seoul Olympics, seemed to prompt a competitive response from the North. As Pyongyang prepared to host the World Youth and Students Festival in 1989, a massive wave of construction and renovation swept the city. Among these ambitious projects was the Ryugyong Hotel. It was conceived as a symbol of North Korean prowess, intended to surpass any comparable structure in height and opulence. The Ryugyong's architectural design is undeniably distinctive. The building comprises 3 wings, each rising at a 75-degree angle, converging at the apex to create a pyramidal or rocket-like form. Originally envisioned to contain 3,000 guest rooms spread across 105 floors, the hotel's plans included a range of luxurious amenities: a bowling alley, a nightclub, a casino, and 5 revolving restaurants situated at the top, offering breathtaking 360-degree views of Pyongyang. Construction of the Ryugyong began in 1987. The concrete skeleton of the building rose rapidly, a testament to the scale of the project. However, the ambitious timeline for completion soon proved unrealistic. While other projects associated with the World Youth and Students Festival were successfully concluded, the Ryugyong's progress began to falter. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, North Korea's primary source of economic support and a crucial ally, delivered a crippling blow. Funding for the Ryugyong project dried up, and in 1993, construction abruptly ground to a halt. The unfinished structure stood as a stark reminder of dashed hopes and economic constraints. The Ryugyong, initially intended to be a symbol of national pride, became instead a symbol of economic hardship and unrealized potential. The concrete shell, lacking windows and any interior finishing, loomed over Pyongyang, a silent testament to a dream deferred Meanwhile, North Korea grappled with severe economic challenges, including food shortages, power outages, and a general decline in living standards. During this period, the ryugyong was often conspicuously absent from official photographs of Pyongyang, as if the regime sought to erase this embarrassing symbol of unfulfilled ambition from public consciousness. Years later, there were attempts to resurrect the project. Foreign investment was secured, and construction work resumed, focusing on completing the exterior of the building, including the installation of windows. There were even announcements of a partnership with a prominent international hotel chain, raising hopes that the ryugyong might finally open its doors to guests. However, these plans ultimately fell through, and the hotel remained stubbornly closed. To this day, the ryugyong stands as an empty shell. Despite its imposing presence and the years of effort invested in its construction, it has never welcomed a single guest. Its nickname, the Hated Hotel, reflects the complex and often negative perception surrounding its history. Concerns about the structural soundness of the building have also been raised, adding to the uncertainty surrounding its future. In recent years, the ryugyong has been given a new, albeit different, role. Thousands of LED lights have been installed on its facade, transforming it into a giant canvas for state propaganda. Patriotic messages, images of national leaders, and historical narratives are projected onto the building, turning it into a prominent display of North Korean ideology. The North Korean flag flies proudly from the top of the structure. The ryugyong, once intended to project an image of power and progress, has become a vehicle for state propaganda, a reflection of the unique and often perplexing nature of North Korea itself. Its story is a complex tapestry woven from ambition, economic hardship, political intrigue, and ultimately, unfulfilled potential. Thank you for joining us as we explore the fascinating and enigmatic story of the Ryugyong Hotel.